Hey everyone! Do you want to know which beginner applications you shouldn't miss if you're starting to learn Korean today? So you're at the right place. Today I want to share with you my favorite beginner language learning applications for learning Korean. They were incredibly helpful for my beginner state, and I hope that they will also be helpful for you. So let's dive into it. The first application I want to share with you is WriteIt or Write Korean. You can learn with it Hangul, and Hangul is the basis to learn Korean. And the nice feature of this app is that you just learn it by writing the character and then do it with multiple choice. So you hear it also how it is pronounced, and I think it's really an effective way. It's not boring. I think it's really boring if you have just a list of characters and you're writing it and writing it and writing it. So I really, really, really strongly recommend this application because it's completely free. You can do it everywhere. I have done it on my way to work, in the subway, or at a doctor appointment where I have to wait a long time. So yeah, WriteIt or Write Korean, I can really just mention it to use it. And if you also learn another language, I think Japanese, etc., say it's also the same application for these languages, so also helpful information for you, hope. The second app I want to mention to you is Teuida. It's my personal most strongly recommended application for beginners, because if you're really a beginner and you have no knowledge about Korean, then it's really nice way to learn grammar and try to speak, and you have also structured way to learn Korean because you have these chapters and they are going through every chapter and building your Korean grammar. And it's also cost-free. If you have no premium version, you can do one lesson a day. And for me, it was better because it is psychologically better for me to have just one lesson. Then I really, really prioritize it because I just have this one. If I can do a lot of lessons every time, then I don't prioritize it and then I don't do it. So Teuida is really, really, really perfect to learn. And I have also completed every grammar point and all interesting stories. So now I hope that they will create new content because I really, really love this application. The third app I want to recommend is Drops. It's a 5-minute free version to learn vocabulary a day, and I think it's a really nice way to build a vocabulary base, and the user interface is really, really beautiful. And has a nice appearance, and it's nice with these icons to swipe it, and you hear also the pronunciation, so it's really a nice app to do. And I also love to do it. And psychologically, I have those 5 minutes a day, and then I really use those 5 minutes a day. The only thing I have to say is that the translation is not always completely correct. So the words are not in the correct context sometimes. I think it's a machine translation. Because I learned this word, I have to say, 개진 장난감. So I have heard it's a broken kid's toy, and the icon were a broken teddy bear. But my Korean teacher, my preply teacher, she said that it's not correct to use 개진 in this context because 개진 would be more for glass that is broken and not for, this teddy bear. But I think at all, it's really a nice app, and you could use it, and you just have to be careful that sometimes the context is not completely correct. The next application I want to mention is Quizlet. Quizlet is like a digital flashcard box for your pocket, and the nice feature about this app is that you can do your flashcards everywhere, every time, and I think it's a good way. You can also use Anki or Mochi. I use Quizlet because of a feature that's really convenient for me. You can scan a page of vocabulary and just type on it, and then you have not to write down every vocabulary you want to learn. So it's the fastest way to scan all this, and they also have a lot of ready learn set you can use. So it's really a comfortable feature. You don't have to use premium, but yeah, the scanning feature, it works very well. And it's a fast way for me, so I can recommend this feature. The fifth application I want to mention is Duolingo. I know that on social media there's a lot of criticism on this application, and I understand this criticism because the translation, the grammar, it's not perfect. You build your sentence without any explanation, you have no grammar explanation, the sentence makes no sense at all sometimes, and you will not use them in daily conversations, probably. But for me personally, it's a daily reminder to practice Korean because this app has this green, persistent, angry little bird who is staring at me if I don't do my Duolingo session. And for me, it's if I have a really stressful day, I have to work, and I didn't find the time to sit down for 1 hour and learn Korean and have comprehensive input and to repeat every vocabulary or so, then I have just done this 5 minutes on Duolingo and this 5 minutes on drops and have completed 10 minutes of Korean every day. And I think that's the thing we want to achieve. We want to achieve a consistent way to learn a language. And yes, if you just do Duolingo, nothing else, you will not learn a language, you will not be fluent, and you will not achieve any progress or recognize any progress. So don't rely just on Duolingo, but if you need a really angry, persistent reminder every day that you want to learn this language, then this little green bird is maybe not so bad. So the last applications I want to mention to you guys is Tandem or HelloTalk. For my opinion, it makes no difference. You have this application like, maybe Tinder or someone. You can meet someone who want to do the same thing you want to do. So he want or she want to learn a language, maybe the language you are the native speaker in, and maybe the person is a native speaker in your target language. So HelloTalk and Tandem, it's not really a new thing. Maybe you have heard about it. So if not, now you have heard about it. So I think it's really effective if you get to know someone who really strongly want to learn this language, maybe in your neighborhood, or maybe you have a video call every 2 weeks. So if you really meet and talk, I think it's a really nice way. My personal experience were not so successful. I didn't find so many people. I also don't tried out the premium version. I just do it without premium version. And for me, it's really hard to find someone with the same topics or to keep up a conversation per message or to find someone nearby. But I think in general, it's a good idea. So you could try it out. Maybe you have more luck than I am having. So yeah, I can recommend to try it out, and maybe you find your tandem partner you can speak with, because I think it's most quickest way to learn a language if you're really talking in it and in time conversation with a human being. So that was all from my personal list about all the beginner-friendly applications I used for the start of learning Korean. And if you have more applications, then please write it down in the comments. I would really appreciate to know them, because it's nice to have a good application in your Korean learning routine. So I would be really happy. And if you liked the video, please click on the like button, subscribe, you know the game. And happy learning, and I hope I see you next time. And maybe there's a video, or I don't know. I'm new to it. I have no idea what I'm doing here.